On an absolutely picture-perfect day here at Raymond James Stadium, the Tampa Bay Buccaneer faithful are out in full force, hoping to see Jameis Winston and the crew win their third consecutive game of the season and keep their postseason push alive. It seems like far more than a decade blew by since the New York Yankees last won their 27th World Series championship crown back in 2009. And since then, the Bronx Bombers haven't even advanced that far in the postseason. That's why coming into the spring training of 2020, the solution to achieve title number 28 can be summed up in just 4 words. Money is no object. After snapping their 3-game losing streak Tuesday night with a crucial overtime victory against the Nashville Predators, the Tampa Bay Lightning are hosting the Minnesota Wild tonight, where they hope to win back-to-back games for the first time since November 23rd. Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians just wrapped up his press conference here at One Buck Place. And while the veteran coach is no stranger to answering tough questions, his response when asked if Jameis Winston is the franchise's long-term quarterback surprised everybody. If you're an avid golfer, you probably know someone who's made a hole-in-one. But have you ever heard of anyone making a hole-in-one right-handed and left-handed? Meet Blake Lyles, an aspiring pro golfer and the only person I've ever met to accomplish this feat.
First hole-in-one was back in 2014. I kind of had to take it. It was a transition year from going from pro golf to amateur golf. So USGA makes you wait out a whole year. So I'm like, you know what, might as well challenge myself and have some fun. I know I can hit the ball right-handed. Let's see how good we can get right-handed. And like the first week of practicing and playing, I had a 7-iron that hold it out on a 16 at Muni, 170-yard shot.
Okay, so beginner's luck. But what about that second hole-in-one? How'd you get that one?
I got my second one here at Sebring Golf Club about 2 months ago on number 11 with a 6-iron, 200-yard shot. I wasn't expecting nothing. I birdied number 10, normal afternoon of practice with my dad. Got up there, I told him I was going to swing it, hit it solid. And when I hit it, it was dead solid. Look up, never left the flag, went in the cup, never touched the green.
So just how did Blake become an ambidextrous golfer?
I grew up playing left-handed because my dad was he's a true lefty, and I just grew up using his clubs as I needed them. I didn't know I could play right-handed until I was about 12 years old when we went to Las Vegas for one of his national lefty tournaments. I went to a Nike golf camp. I was like the only lefty there, and I felt out of place, so, in the afternoons waiting for my parents to come get me, I was swinging drivers right-handed, hitting them better than the kids that actually were right-handed, and the coach told my parents that, your son can play just as good right-handed, and they were kind of surprised.
As a lifelong right-handed golfer, I've never even swung a left-handed club. But come on, how hard can it really be? Okay, so maybe it does require more practice. But how do you celebrate your first hole-in-one anyways?
My parents, we had a good dinner, and then I told everybody that knows I play golf that I got my first hole-in-one. That was pretty neat.
Blake says he plans to pursue his dream of playing on the PGA Tour this coming spring. And who knows, maybe he'll get paid for his next hole-in-one. Reporting from Sebring Golf Club, Chris Pinson, Highlands, ESPN. Well, Bucs fans, it certainly wasn't a flawless victory, but Jameis Winston overcame injury to lead his team to its 3rd straight win and set a career high by throwing for 456 yards and 4 touchdowns. His resilient play was impressive to watch, but his gutsy effort is nothing new for teammates.
He's a tremendous leader. He got a heart, and he's always willing to fight. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back in the football game, man, we knew, that's who James is. We knew that he gonna give us everything he got, and that's what he does. So, man, the guy got a heart as a lion.
Tampa surrendered 4 turnovers in this game, 3 courtesy of Jameis Winston, including a pick 6, which allowed Indianapolis to score 17 points. And while that drives head coach Bruce Arians crazy, he did admit he's extremely proud of the fact his players fought back and got this W.
Yeah, it didn't all go great the second half, but we were able to stick together, make a turnover, get good pressure on a field goal to miss, and go down and score and win the game. And the resiliency of this team is growing on me.
Coach Arians also noted that the injury sustained to Winston's throwing hand isn't serious and should not affect him this coming week at practice. However, the Bucs might have lost Mike Evans due to a hamstring injury he suffered in the first half that knocked him out of today's game. And with a trip up north to Detroit next and an outside shot at the playoffs still up in the air, well, the Bucs need all hands on deck if they're going to make that late postseason push. Reporting from Raymond James Stadium for FanStream Sports, I'm Chris Pinson.